I'm Cameron Dobson. Now, I am just a junior archaeologist at a universally connected network. It's called Wisdom for short. Now, I'm here to introduce you children about this thing we call the Sinep. We believe it was used by some former high priest or priestess to guide disciples in worshiping their Lord by whispering it back and forth. We actually believe you were told to go higher or lower or more with rhythmic beat, like once a second, I suppose, just like following their footsteps or heartbeats. But we also believed it had some mind control property which they worshipped heavily on to control their ancient artifacts we find today, like the CN Tower, for example. We haven't found any major industrial things other than a few broken steel wagons and everything. But ultimately, in the end, we have found this at every major construction site buried under it. Now, the Sinep might appear just a simple piece of wood, which most cases it is. We believe it used to be an extension, like a body connection to a high priest. That they removed like a digit of theirs and had this connected inside it, so that they could be closer with their wisdom.
Hannah Pringle, come to the attendance office, please. Hannah Pringle to the attendance office.
As you can see, Hannah Pringle broke the law. Now she must be punished with it. But please forget about her. She will burn for eternity for her lack of knowledge. It's what remarkable about it is the craftsmanship, because it was made out of two pieces of wood that they actually heated up this piece, the shaft of the wood, and put it into, I guess, what could be considered the ball. See, they heated up the shaft, the back shaft, and just put it into this circular object so hard they burned its way through this weaker wood, so it would be a tight seal. See? Can't pull it apart at all. Now, what's more about this is that the name still survives. It's fascinating. The name Mollard. See it? Yeah, you see it fine. Now, we believe this was a high priest at this site called Carlton Place. There are other things behind this. That Mollard, we believe he was a high priest here about 1,000 years ago. But we haven't found his actual body. So he might have been a spiritual representative, or he may have be believed to possess certain individuals certain day of the week. But what's really baffling about this is I guess, the paint. We don't know what they put in it. All we know is that if it's ingested, the person it would cover the lungs like smog and tar, and they would suffocate almost immediately if this paint was ingested in them. We believe that it was covered in some poison to make it last so long, but we can't tell. Now, we can't replicate it today, but ultimately, in the end, well, we can't replicate it mostly because of the United Spanish colonies of Uruguay, Brazil, and Chile refused to sell us wood, even going so far as to using oil and slash and burn methods to destroy the entire stock. Thanks. Now, what's really baffling about this, that there can be jerks, don't worry about it, they're going to be conquered next week. Just put it in your mind. That this wood was actually imported from South America at over 1,000 miles away from its current location. Now, modern days, we can just teleport there, though. Just quantum physics, just jump all around, just boop, just not here anymore. But now, they actually had to transport it by foot via runners. Now, we have no proof of this, but we don't believe they were intelligent enough. I mean, from artifacts, the Earth nearly was destroyed. I mean, come on. What type of jerk-offs do that?
Hannah Pringle, come to the attendance office. Hannah Pringle to the attendance office.
I'm reasonably certain Hannah Pringle is a murderer now, since they don't call you twice for just derping. Okay? For now, this is quite fascinating. Now, you might be wondering, why am I, in God's name, wearing this fairly light-colored hoodie? But we believe this is what the priests wore and disciples wore to keep him beat better. Because as the colors were believed to mend together, like a spiral, like spinning really fast, not colors. Because as they play the music, they would get into such a build-up and haze that they would have believed ultimately that they would become the rhythm and they would join the gods and Kutos Kala. Now, what's fascinating about this is that they're goddamn psychopaths. And they still managed to keep it together such a long time. Now, if you have any other questions, please ask my disciple, Forrest McDowell, and Epsala Kutawan Kita Recap. Have a nice day. Amen.